Hello there, you magnificent creature. It is wonderful to see you again. I feel like I start every video by saying that I start every video like this, but I always do, and that is that it's been quite a while. It really has. And I even said, I think in my last vlog, that I was gonna make an effort to make videos here more often, which is why I also started doing that join the membership thing on the page, which I think I might stop doing because I feel bad. Because I don't know, okay, let's just start from why this video is called I Burned Out. Because I did, if we're being honest with each other, and it's gonna be a lot of rambling, I think, and tangents, because I'm having difficulty fully expressing why. And that's what's taken so long for me to be able to even make a video about this, because I don't know how to verbalize it in a way that is logical or makes sense. But for the past, I don't know, 6 months now, I just haven't really felt like doing anything in terms of creating content, and I'm gonna try and express why. But it's been difficult. You know, I did Could You Survive the Movies, or System as I call it, last year. There was the one pilot episode, the Mad Max video, and that was, to me, the dream of what I've always been trying to do. I finally got to make something that was like a movie. It was this 30-minute cinematic science experience, and that's what I've always wanted to do. And I was very fortunate in that, you know, we had a budget to make it. And then after that ended, I don't know, I just didn't really know what to do. I could go back to making videos as I had, but I wouldn't be making that quality, and that's what I wanted to do. And that's fine, like, you do need to make compromises sometimes. But the issue that I ran into is that I spent 5 months making that one video, and those 5 months I didn't make videos on Vsauce 3. So we're in this kind of thing where generally what pays for the budgets of my videos, because my videos cost a couple $1,000s to make each on Vsauce 3. I didn't have a way to do it anymore because I usually pay for that by doing a brand deal. If I do 4 or 5 brand deals a year, that allows me to make about 10 videos a year because I can use the money that I get from one of those to not only pay for that one video, but also pay for the budget of 1 or 2 other videos. And so this goes into a little bit of the nitty-gritty of how YouTube works. Because I hadn't made a video for 5 months, and because I just haven't been making videos that frequently on Vsauce 3, brands don't want to work with me anymore because I'm not consistent. They don't know how well the video is going to perform because they can only look at a video from 5 months ago to judge. So brands don't want to work with me because I make videos infrequently, which is fine. But if that's how I make money to then make the videos that I want to do, then I can't make the videos I want to do because I don't have the money to make them to then try and get brands to do it. And AdSense is just a crapshoot, pardon my French. So I didn't really know what to do, and that really weighed on me. But for like 6 months, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't make a video here. I had to force myself just to make one Vsauce 3 video. And that, you know, I made it with Tearzoo, and that helped by tying myself to somebody else. I needed to actually do it. I don't know, it's been very difficult. I just felt really bad about myself. And it brings up this larger issue that I've been dealing with, which I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you've probably noticed that I don't post as much. Because even with YouTube, I've started to think to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I posting things on social media? Why am I posting videos? What's the purpose? Is it to be popular? Is it to get a lot of likes and to be respected by people I don't really know? And that's not the reason I do it. And it took a lot of time for me to kind of really dissect and understand why I use these platforms and who I'm using them for. Because I'm not using it for myself. You know, you deliberate a lot. What photo am I gonna post on Instagram? Is it gonna do well? What am I gonna tweet? Are people gonna retweet it? Are people gonna heart it? And I didn't like living in that world. I wanna make things because I like them. And so I started doing on Instagram and Twitter, I'm only gonna post if it's something that I actually care about. Not because I think that you're gonna like it, but because it's something that I think is enjoyable or it's something that I wanna share. But that's also been hard because then I deal with people, especially in the world that we exist in. And it sounds so stupid, but in the way that, like, I make a living is now based on how popular I am. And that's been very frustrating as well because I don't want to keep doing it. I don't want to keep just putting things out in the world because I need to get engagement or I need to get views. I want to put things out in the world because I care about it, but the only way that I can make a living doing that is if I play this game of just putting things out to placate some, I don't know, mob of people that I don't know, and that a brand or the people who actually pay for these things think is valuable. And that's been hard to really understand, because then it's like, is my value just entirely wrapped up in how popular I am or the perception of my popularity? But there's a difference between what I don't like and what other people will be willing to work with you for. So that's been a difficulty. I remember I was having a conversation with someone where I was giving advice, and they used my last Vsauce 3 video's performance as a reason for why they shouldn't listen to what I was saying. And, you know, they at least they said it to my face. But when you work with brands or work with these entities that allow me to make the things that I want to make and also allow me to, like, pay my mortgage and things like that, they have a similar viewpoint, they just don't say it as explicitly to you. It really is, well, you haven't been making content frequently, so we don't know if it's gonna do well, so we're not gonna do that. Oh, you don't post very often on Instagram, so we're not gonna do any sponsored posts with you. And again, this could just be some entitled person complaining, and it totally might be. It's one of the considerations I've had with why I've been delaying talking about this. My business does rely on me, I guess, but I want it to rely on the works that I create. That to me is more important. And so anyway, I'm just talking in circles and I'm complaining. That's what I've been going through. So I just haven't made anything because I felt bad about it. And I really had to consider, who am I making this for? You know, the system was made because I wanted to make it. And I was very fortunate in that the other people who have money and have talent believed in me enough to do it. But then you get back into this, from your fantasy world, you get back to reality where it's like, cool, you just need to like churn stuff out. It isn't quality over quantity, it's just quantity is the name of the game. If you want to get brand deals or you want good AdSense, it's just quantity. And I can't do that. I mean, I could hire people to help me, and that's something that I'm considering doing, is hiring a researcher so they could be working on one video while I'm researching another video. And I'm fine with that, but then again, I am fine with it now. It took me a while, but it's just, I don't know, it's a hurdle I need to get over, but it's also just a cost hurdle that I need to get over. Because it puts more pressure on you. We're like, oh, maybe I need to do more brand deals now because now I have a team that I need to pay. You know, I need to make more videos because I need more AdSense so I can pay these people. And that's something that I don't like being in. And again, I could just be a very arrogant, naive person where it's really, I just want to do what I want to do and hope that people like it and hope I can make a living doing it. But now that it's become a business, it's been very difficult, I would say. Sorry, I feel like I'm not looking at the camera very much, and instead I'm looking off to the side. But I kind of do that when I talk about things that I don't like talking about. So I apologize. I burned out, I did. That's why the video's titled this. It's not just clickbait. I haven't made anything. I've basically just been at the Vsauce office working on other things, like working on the business, working on the Curiosity Box, because that doesn't rely on me personally, like my visage doing something. It's just these things that I can attribute to that can exist outside of myself. And I've wanted to live in that world for a while, and I like living in that world. It was never my intention to be a on-camera personality or whatever you want to classify it as. My intention was always to be behind the camera telling other people what to do in front of it. So I don't know, it's been difficult. And I think it's been a bit of a rude awakening where I feel like I've been punished because I spent 5 months making something that I really cared about, and then that made it so, just to, again, to go into the nitty-gritty of things, if you don't make content frequently, it makes it so that your subscribers are inactive. And if you have inactive subscribers, well, then your video might not be sent to their subscription feed. It might not show up in what to watch and recommended because, in my case, I made a video in 5 months. So unless the 3.6 million people who are subscribed to me are constantly going to my channel and watching content, they're now inactive subscribers. So after a month, they're inactive. And now I need to basically climb that hill again. I need to make content again to get people engaged, to make my subscribers active. You know, if people are spending a lot of time to make something that's really high quality, I feel like they should be rewarded for that in some way and not hindered from it. Because then it gets into this game of, well, I just need to make 4 videos a month if I want to be able to have this business succeed and I want to be able to keep doing this. But then I'm doing it because, not because I love it, but because I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, then I don't have a job anymore. And that to me is so frustrating, but I mean, I get it. This is the real world where you are beholden to brands and advertisers. So I get it. I just don't want it to be that way. But you have to play the game sometimes. My plan is, on Vsauce 3, to make at least 1 video every month. The hope is 2 a month, just to reinvigorate the channel so I can exist still on the platform. And then this channel, one of the reasons I'm thinking about, as I said in the beginning, sorry, I'm all over the place, stopping the membership on this is because I feel bad taking your money, especially if I'm not making things. It makes me feel like a scam artist, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna think about it more, but this might be, I mean, give me your opinion in the comments, but this might be the last video that has membership on it. So if you are a member, then you get this video without any cuts. Congratulations, you get to hear me ramble for even longer. But I don't know. I mean, I also am launching memberships on Vsauce 3 just because that money will actually be used to making videos. Whereas on this channel, besides paying for music and stuff, it doesn't really cost me much. So I don't want to, because I had a lot of hopes. I was hoping to be more frequent on this channel, but also again, it's like, I want this channel to literally be just when I need to make things. When I need to talk, this is why I'm here. I don't want to just do stuff because I have to do it or because I want to like make a lot of money. I don't care. I care about making cool stuff and being sustainable. And the world changes and I need to catch up with it. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, TLDR, burned out for like 6 months. I'm coming back. I have a new video on Vsauce 3 that, depending on when this video comes out, will either come out tomorrow or at the same time as this video. That's what I got for you. Hoping to make more stuff. I do want to actually bring back Taco Time, if you're old enough to remember that show, where me and a friend eat tacos and talk. Sorry, I feel like this is the dumbest video in the world. It's just me complaining forever, and why would you have sympathy for me? You shouldn't. It's really all I got for you. Dog's great. House is a house. Girlfriend's great. If you want to, you can follow my social medias down there. I don't post ever, but I don't know, man. What I do know is that I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me talk about nothing for a while and just be a little annoying gnat. Okay, that's all I got for you. Remember, it's not goodbye. Oh no, it's never goodbye. It's...